Welcome back to Cooking Up with Chris. So on this windy day, we're making us some smoked salmon croquettes. Let's get this thing started. All right, so I always start with a base of charcoal when I'm smoking, even if I'm using wood. I am out of my little tumbleweeds, so I'm using these little squares I had left from when I was testing stuff. So we're just gonna set these babies ablaze. If it catches, we're gonna set it ablaze. So we got our squares going in there. Now we're gonna add these little hickory wood chunks that I got. Let's put about 3 of them in there for now. And we're gonna let that catch while we go start the next thing. Alright, so right here, I got some Atlantic salmon. Farm raised Atlantic salmon. Can you still call it Atlantic salmon if it was raised on a farm and not caught in the Atlantic? I guess it still got the same genes. But either way, I got about 2 pounds of it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these babies out the wrappers right quick. Alright, so now that our salmon is all out, we're gonna go down with the MIAP seasoning. Just a good amount on there. Alright, so even as our flames finish setting, we're gonna go ahead and lay these babies on there. You got the smoke coming out. Right here in the middle, so all that smoke coming through is gonna go across it and up and down. And we're gonna let that go on for about 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So this is just about 45 minutes in. Alright, so now we're about 1:15 in. I probably got 30-minute cook left. I'm not sure if this is gonna make it, so I'm just gonna drop me another piece of wood over in there. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours. Come on up. Ooh, look at them pretty things. We're gonna go ahead and pull them off.
Show them the bottom.
Look at the bottom. Oh. Alright, so after the 2 hours out on the grill, we got our fish. We're gonna get it off the skin. Look at how easy that pulls off. And this is done cooking and ready to eat, so you can just break your piece on. That's delicious. Boom, yeah. We got all that skin off. Got all that salmon in here. We're just gonna break it up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, so we about to go to church. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put it in some oil. My wife like to use the oil when she make her salmon croquettes that's in the can. So we're gonna add some oil over in here, and that's gonna help that smoke flavor spread throughout as well. Mix that oil in, and then we're gonna flatten it out. That way it all stays homogeneous and together. Just like if it's in a can. Keep all that moisture together and everything. And we're gonna cover it and we'll finish it when we come home this evening. We're gonna peel and dice a couple potatoes. So we're getting this last potato peeled. I love a peeler because I ain't great at peeling stuff with knives. I lose about a good 1/5 of whatever I'm trying to peel. Show offs. Alright, so now we're going, this going inside the croquette. So you want some small dices because you don't want huge chunks. So, let's say something like that. And then we take them down into some cubes. So in my opinion, that's a good size. You get a little flavor, a little bite, but it ain't a whole chunk of potato you're getting. So we're gonna cut everything up in about little cubes like this, and we'll come back. All right, now that our potatoes all cut up, we're gonna get them. Whoa. Come on now. Use a quiet hand, something. Mm-hmm. It is warm. Though our water wasn't boiling yet, it's not gonna take long since our potatoes are small. So probably 7, 8 minutes, maybe if even 5, we'll be about done with that. All right, so per pound of meat, we're gonna use half an onion. So I got 2 pounds of meat, and we're gonna dice it up. Feel like them still big, you can cut it up some more, but I think we're good on that. So let's get this other half. Well, the master advises me to go small, so let's go small. No such thing. Yep, that'll work. All right, so we got our whole onion diced up. We got a frozen bell pepper already diced up. I might chop it up a little bit more than now. Go in with our whole onion. And this paint is starting to chip off these dang knives. And I'm not a fan of this. So I will never buy colored knives again. I'm just gonna go to plain silver. So this is like a month, 2 months in. About 4 or 5 minutes on this, and that'll be done too, because you're not trying to get it fork tender, because it's still gonna cook inside the croquette. So we'll be back. All right, so we about 2-3 minutes in on these peppers and onions over here. We're gonna call them pretty cooked. We're gonna pull us a potato out of here at random. Let's see. That's ain't a rocket. So we don't want it smashable, but you do want to be able to press it a bit, and these are still hard. So we got about probably 3 more minutes in there. All right, our potatoes done now. I'm gonna turn the heat off. Let me not use that. I'm just gonna use my spider. Take these potatoes out and right over in. Alright, and now, ooh, it's hot over there. We're gonna mix all this together. Ooh, look at that good tuna coming up out of there. Salmon. Y'all know what we eating today. Ooh, that good smoky flavor smelling through. Now it's getting heat up again. I got 1 egg. I might need 2, but I only got 1. So we're gonna crack it over in there. It seemed like a lot of work for 1 egg to hold together, but what was you all lose 1? I don't know which one of y'all, but somebody confused.
I know I ain't.
All right, so we got that mixed in.
I had another bottle, Mom.
Are you trying to say your mama owe you?
Yeah, that was trying to say.
It seems like she drunk your stuff up.
Yeah, I know I drunk your tea.
All right. And now to this salmon, potato, onion, pepper concoction. We're gonna add the cornmeal. About a half a cup per pound. I guess we're gonna eyeball it till it look right to my wife. This is her main recipe. So we'll start with about a half a cup and we'll see what it look like. Now she told me that she let the natural flavors carry through everything. So I'm trying to go with her on this and not add no AP season, but it's kind of hard. But we already got some AP on this salmon from when we smoked it earlier. So
it's gonna be good. You don't need to add
So that's about 3/4 of a cup total right there. That's.
I say go with cook. Go ahead and go with cook.
Currently, I'm using too many utensils. Let's get some hands in here.
That's how it tastes good. I'm telling you, you gotta stick your fingers in there. Bet you don't complain when you eat it though.
At least your hands clean though.
Yeah, they look good. They look good.
You think that's good?
Yeah, they look real good.
So you think that's a good patty?
Yeah.
It's holding together. All right.
Make your patty look prettier.
So about a half a cup of cornmeal for every pound of meat that you got. So next step, we're gonna get our pan ready with some oil. All right, let's get these babies going. The missus told me I need to work on forming to make them pretty. So we're gonna try to do this. Y'all know my thing is about flavor. It ain't always about style. So I think that's good enough. It's a good baby in. So turn these babies. The grease was a little bit too high. I saw that coming. It smells delicious. Alright, so I had 3 minutes on this side. They got a little overcooked. Like I said, the grease was high when I put them in. So that underbelly really tells us what we really gonna be looking like. And it looks pretty nice. So the next batch will be a bit better now that the oil has cooled down some. My son might check me too because he didn't want to ask for some salmon croquettes, and I just wanted to smoke the tuna. I wanted her to finish it, but I was gonna make a video about it. I had to do it all the way through. So let's get this next round in.
She gonna say at least you tried your best.
That good old bless your heart. All right. That's round 2.
They done.
Okay.
All right here.
Okay. All right. First one looks like it's ready to flip already. Let's get under here. And on turn. That's a better color. See what these babies look like on the inside. Let's see. Nice and steamy. Let's see what the flavor like. It's good in my opinion. The smoke flavor is loud in it. Okay. We'll keep going. Alright, so my wife don't use seasoning. I don't know how she get all the flavor she has in hers. Because I tasted one and it wasn't super flavorful. So I am going to give it a little coating of that M9 AP seasoning. Alright, today we're serving the baby up with some boxed macaroni and cheese. Let's look at the beauty. That's what our insides are looking like. Hot but delicious. Y'all enjoy that.